Hello everybody, welcome back to another rebuild. This week we are going to Spain and we're going to help Villarreal back to the top half of the table. As you can see, they are currently lying in 13th position, 3 wins from their first 12 games, which is pretty awful. Considering last season they finished in 5th position, they are somewhat way off it at the moment and we're here to help them back up there. We have got 12 to nearly 13 million pounds budget, which is pretty nice, and they've got a hefty wage budget as well, with only 1 Europa League victory in 2021 and a Spanish 3rd Division Group 5 in 1970, so not a lot of trophies to shout about. This is their preferred formation and their best 11 by looks of things as well. Gerrard, Yeremy, Suarez, Moreles, Capui, Parejo, Kiko, Foyth, Albiol, Pedraza, and is that Pepe Reina? They've only got 1 player on loan, that's Gabbia from AC Milan, and they have got 3 players out on loan. So the chairperson or the board, they want us to sign players under the age of 21 for the future and under 23 for the first team. So that's going to, unless we have the funds, that's going to be quite difficult. But we'll see what we can do. Work within the budget, sign players to sell for profit. And there's other stipulations for the 29 and above. 4-year contracts for first team players. Reach the latter stages of the Spanish Cup. Qualify the Europa League. Reach the latter stages of the Europa League. So I'm assuming we're in the Europa League. Work towards developing the best youth system in the country even. And grow the club's reputation as well. And then after that, they want us to qualify for the Champions League. Right, before we go into the squad, let's have a quick look at the finances. So they've got £28 million in the bank, and we've got just under half that in transfer budget. So that's pretty reasonable. So hopefully we'll be able to get some more transfers in. Have we got any debts? £50 million transfer debt. And nothing else. Okay, that's pretty good as well. So along with the transfers they've already had this season, hopefully we'll get some more in as well. Sorloth, Ferrari, Tarats, Blanco from Barcelona B team. Is he youngster then? 19 years old, right winger. Huge potential. And a couple of freebies. Gerard Hernandez, Dennis Suarez. I'm hoping he's he's a Camac and he looks pretty neat, decent. Is that for a freebie as well? Only 29 years old. Wow. Well, there's a cam position going on, left winger. Excellent stuff. Lekovic, Morrow, Gabbia. They did let go of £97 million worth. Wow. Who did they let go? Jackson, Pau Torres, who went to Aston Villa. Chelsea got Jackson. Chukwueze, 17.5 to AC Milan. Got rid of some quite big players there. Let's have a look at the staff wise. Looks pretty decent. I'm quite happy with that. Only the recruitment probably needs a lot more work on it though. But they have got a position for 2 scouts in there. So hopefully we'll get some decent ones in there. To the squad, let's have a quick look. So if we go by ability, their current ability at the moment. And we have Marino, 31 years old, 34 years Parejo as well. Dennis Suarez, 29, we've just seen. Just got him on a free. Danjuma, he's out on loan. He's on loan to Everton at the moment. Why would we do that? Hopefully, they have got a release clause of £45 million on him. I'm assuming it's because he's young. 26 years old. Why would you let him go? Can we get him back? Coquelin, Capui. Wow, this is an aging squad. I've just realised. There's a couple of Pino, 20 years old. Excellent potential. Looks like we'll be using him. Baina, 21-year-old. Yeah, I think we're going to be using quite a few of the youngsters if we can. Definitely them two. Quencher as well, defender. Jorgensen, goalkeeper as well. Good potential. So if we just have a look at age, I'm worried about the age. Pepe Reina, 40 years old. Oh, half the team. Half the team is 30 and above. We may be able to use some of them, but I'm looking towards the youngsters. And speaking of youngsters, let's have a look at our B team. Have we got anybody that's relevant maybe? Akamak, I definitely think we should be able to use him. 19 years old, winger. I think we could use him in his first season. Move him to the squad at least anyway now. Definitely want to have him in the squad. Blanco, 19-year-old winger, another one. Again, another good potential. Probably not quite ready yet. If we have a look at our under-19s, only one, Marino. What about the C team? Nice to have a C team as well. Doesn't look like there's much going on there either. Okay, just that one player. So we are predicted at the minute with the current squad 4th position. So let's see if we can improve on that. If we may. 33-1. I'm sure we can get better than that. If we can break into the 3rd, that'd be brilliant, but I doubt very much that would happen. But at the minute, this first season is all about trying to get higher than where they are currently. Because at the minute, I don't think they're going to get into a European spot. Right, we only made just the one transfer, and we bring in Gabriel Barbosa, 27-year-old striker, a lot of experience from FLA. He's already put 5 goals for us in the first 3 games he's played, so I can't grumble at the price tag at all. We had some money and we decided to use it on a striker. There was nobody else. We tried to offload a few other players and they just were not budging, unfortunately, but with great attributes as Barbosa's got, I'm sure he'll do well over here. I really do. He's got 14 finishing. His mentals look really good. Granted, he's not the fastest of strikers, but a lot younger than Marino, who we currently got and we couldn't really offload. So, but he's not a bad person to have as a backup to Barbosa, though, I don't think. So the formation, we are using a 4-2-3-1 formation. Last rebuild, we used a Roman playmaker in midfield and it kind of worked, so I'm going to try and use it again together with a ball winning midfielder also. Pino is going to take the right hand side, the 20-year-old. I want to see what he can do. He's got great potential. I just want to unleash it. The other one is Baena. He's another youngster as well with great potential. We'll see what he can do this season. Hopefully he'll unleash a few bits as well, but passing and technique stands out at the moment. He's got good first touch as well, actually, and some aggression. So down that wing, he's not particularly quick again, but hopefully that'll go up also. We've also got Perez. I think, actually, no, tell a lie, we did bring in Perez as well. We got him for just under £10 million from Udinese. I do tell lies. Another youngster. We've got an aging squad that we're trying to offload, and if we can get youngsters in now to take the places, I'm more than happy. Physicals look pretty good. He's got great aggression and determination, stands out aplenty. He's got good heading, marking, tackling, even better. Work rate's not too bad either. Position's pretty good. I think he's got the great attributes of a centre back anyway. At 23 years old, results have gone pretty much our way at the moment, so I'm really happy. I'm be interested to see where we are in media prediction. We were 4th, don't forget, but a great few results. We did smash our second team 10-0 though, but we did struggle in the friendlies, but we did play quite tough teams, but to come through them unscathed was quite nice. We did beat Cadiz, Vallecano and Almeria 1-0, 3-0 and 5-2 respectively. We seem to be getting better and better, which is quite nice. We are currently lying in 3rd position, 3 for 3 behind Atletico Madrid and Vigo. Barcelona are behind us on goal difference actually, and Real Madrid have lost 2 games already. And that is to Barcelona and Vigo. Wow. We've drawn West Ham, Freiburg and Molde in the Europa League. And just let's have a quick look where we are going to be sitting. Still in 4th, still 33-1. I suppose with the early addition of Barbosa and Perez and the centre-back, it's not big enough, I don't think. But we will be upgrading throughout the whole of this rebuild because we have got a lot of aging players, don't forget. So without any further ado, let's get our first season underway and we'll be straight back. Well, we certainly did better than what they are doing in real life. We finished in 4th position, which is absolutely fantastic. 22 wins from the 38. We only lost 7, which is pretty good, less than Real Madrid. And we scored at 96 goals, which is probably the 2nd best in the league. But we did concede an awful lot, though. 58 goals compared to those around us. But even so, 75 points. 19 points off the eventual winners, Barcelona from Atletico. Real Madrid do fall quite some way behind there as well, don't they? And Barbosa gets 29 goals for the season, finishing runners-up for the Golden Boot with Lewandowski of Barcelona netting 34. So our league form, after winning our first few games, we go on to beat Atletico Pamplona, but before losing to Alves and then Real San Sebastian. But we did beat Real Madrid 2-0. Wow, how can you beat Real Madrid and then lose to the other guy? It's unbelievable. We have another run of 3 games, Sevilla, Bilbao and Hispales, before losing 6-0 to Vigo. 5-1, we pick ourselves up against Girona. Couple of draws. We do lose to Las Palomas. Mallorca, we smash 6-4, 10-goal game. Fantastic. Oh, there's a 7-2 there against Cadiz. Do we beat Cadiz up here as well? 1-0. But we beat them 7-2 at home. Home form's pretty good though. Atletico Pamplona 6-1 with batter for losing to Real Madrid in the away game. But it's a strong finish actually. Unbeaten March, unbeaten April or draws, including Barcelona in there. And then it's a bit of a mixed bunch going into the final month. But we do have some good wins in there. But Atletico Madrid we lose, and Valencia as well. Spanish Cup, we get as far as the quarter-finals, losing 3-2 to Barcelona in the end. Despite going 2-0 down, we get back to 2-1 before conceding another Lewandowski goal, and then Marino tries to get another one back. 7 minutes, squeaky bum and seats time for Barcelona, I guess, at that point. The Europa League, though, we only get as far as around a 16. Disappointingly, losing to Antwerp by the odd goal in the away leg as well. Young Boys, we smashed 5-2 and a 0-0 in the playoff round, but I thought we did play them in the league phase, but we didn't. 2 wins in the league phase, 2 draws and 2 losses. Freiburg, we did beat West Ham and Mold. As long as you win our home games or don't lose, you do stand a good chance of going through. But yeah, unfortunate not to go through though, it has to be said. Eventual winners been Bayern Munich. In the Europa League with Liverpool. Probably wouldn't have stood a chance anyway if we got through. So how did Barbosa do? He got 36 goals and 10 assists, which is brilliant. Pino, look at that, 20 goals, 18. 38 goal contributions, 18 and 10 for Suarez as well, 12 and 3 for Diaz, 14 starts, 33 off the bench, 9-11 for Buena, 4th, 15 assists for Taraz as well, 10 assists for Pedraza. Our goalkeeper though, he did concede 83 goals. Maybe that's where we need to look first as to bolster our defence, but apart from that, I think it's not a bad showing at all. Not bad for our first season at least anyway, something to build on. And we have been just given £9 million in the transfer budget, considering we have got 15-16 million pound in the red. Yeah, not an awful lot to play with, it has to be said. So one of our few transfers then, Sebastian Baselli comes to the club as a right back. We lost our right back through a big spend actually, and then we went and big spend anyway. £12 million from River Plate. He can slot straight into the team very, very easily. He can even play at centre back as well, but well, anywhere along the back line. So that's going to be pretty handy. But we have got him, locked in as a left back here anyway, as a new signing. But determination looks pretty good. Physicals look nice as well. Anticipation, aggression, bravery, not as great though. But he can put the ball across the goal area. Next up is Papa Matassar. Great potential. We are going to be playing him as a DLP on support this time, as opposed to having a ball-winning midfielder. Great anticipation and stamina. He's got all the good stats for it, and great, like I say, great potential as well. £28 million from Spurs, so the majority of the money that we got from selling our right back, spent it all on Sarr, unfortunately. But we did sell other players anyway. But yeah, very good stats. Hopefully he's going to grow. And only 21 years old as well. One for the future for sure. And our final signing for £8.5 million from Salzburg is Luka Sucic, midfielder. I wanted somebody stronger in there. He's going to be that perfect player. In fact, I was contemplating bringing him in as a Mazzala, but he's going to stay as a Roman playmaker. That seemed to work quite well last season. Now we've got a player that can play in that position. Hopefully he'll do the job for us as well. We've got a real mixed bag of results as well. We've had 3 in the league already against Vigo, Girona and Levante, winning 2 and losing the last one. But good scores all the same, 4-2, 2-0, and we got shut out in the last one, quite bizarrely. But we are in the Champions League, of which we play Marseille, Bayern Munich, Dortmund, Sturm Graz, Porto, Chelsea, Milan and Sparta Prague. That's going to be tough. We are lying in 11th position, unfortunately, at the moment, but we've only had the 3 games, so even if we won our next game, we will be sitting up joint top with everybody else. Barcelona, Atletico, Vallecano. Where's Real Madrid? Real Madrid have lost 2 again. Atletico and Valencia this time. And we are still 4th prediction, but now we are at 25-1. And it looks like there's a lot of split between Barcelona and Real Madrid in the Dream 11 as well. So let's go ahead and simulate our second season. And as predictions go, 4th spot once again, Champions League football again. And we close the gap on the top 3, 1 point behind Atletico Madrid and not that far behind Real Madrid either this time round. 10 points, 22 points behind Barcelona, who win it once again. Only losing 3 games this season. But we scored 93 goals, so we're still continuing to score a lot of goals. We've conceded a lot less than last season, so that's pretty good, which makes our goal difference bump up a little bit more. And plus we got more points this season, 77. Barbosa, he doesn't get a lot of goals this time around, however he'd still get a 2nd spot in the race for the golden boot, 21 goals. Ansu Fati wins it with 23. Sucic, his first season with Villarreal, joint first in the number of assists, so that's pretty good. Our league form, so we did lose that first game to Levante in the first month, and then we go on a little bit of a run against teams you would expect us to beat. Valencia we draw, we do beat Real San Sebastian, we draw with Atletico 4-4. 5-2 win over Bilbao, which is pretty good as well. Cadiz. In the second half of the season, we do lose a certain amount of games in the next couple of months leading up to March. Valencia, Real San Sebastian, Almeria, 7-1 win over Levante. So we lost the third game against Levante away from home, and then we smash them at home. Wow. And we beat Vigo also. 5-0 win over Getafe, Vallecano, 4-3. Real Madrid we draw with. Barcelona, we beat Barcelona at home 3-1. Real Hispanis 6. We had a very, very good finish to the season. The last 5 games contributed 5, 9, 12, 16, 22 goals in the last 5 games. Wow. That's not a bad season, actually. It's getting better. We're still scoring plenty of goals. The Spanish Cup, we get as far as the quarterfinals, losing to Valencia 3-1, disappointingly, after cruising past the previous 2 rounds. The Super Cup, we did lose to Atletico 4-1 in the semi-final stage. But that's either near here or not. I think that's when you play the top 4 play against each other. And the Champions League, we do get out of the group stage, which is pretty good. We beat Marseille 3-0. Dortmund, we win 3-1. Sturm Graz, we win. Porto, we win. We smash Chelsea 5-2. We lose to AC Milan and Bayern Munich, who beat us in the round of 16. So we did qualify in the top 8 to qualify for the last 16. And then we just lose out. But it has been close rather than the 4-1 battering we got in the group stage. So who eventually went and won it? Man City finished top, unbeaten. So did they go ahead and win it all? It looks like they didn't. They lost the final game. Did they get beat in the final, I wonder? United got to the final against PSG. PSG winning 3-1. Wow, okay, that's something you don't often see, I'm not going to lie. So how did our squad do then? So the 4 players we tapped in then, it was Boselli, our right back, 10 goals and 5, that's pretty decent. Sarr, midfield, he's looking pretty good now, 1 goal and 7. I'm hoping he was do better, but he was playing as a DLP this time. Sucic looks really good now as well, 22 years old, 8 and 22 assists, wow. Barbosa, 33 goals and 13. We made sure we locked Barbosa in because Marino kept popping up as a first teamer. But 5 players in double figures. That's amazing. Pino, 20 and 10. This guy's a beast. We need to make sure we lock him in. Unless someone comes for about £100 million, then, you know, money talks, I guess. Danjuma as well. 19 and 14. Superb. Absolute. Our forward line, I don't have an issue or problem with. Even Bino as well, 12 and 7. I mean, it's really good. We definitely need to tap into the market for a goalkeeper. He's conceding far too many. Right, okay, let's have a look into the finances. We've been given £15 million this time. Not much more in the wages budget though, unfortunately. But we'll take it. In fact, can we ask the board before we move on? Finances. Increase the transfer budget. Yes, please. And if we can ask for next season's as well. In fact, why don't we just increase the wages budget as well? We got some money, so we may as well ask. Right, okay, let's go and see what we can do in the transfer. We've got 15 million. We should be able to bring at least a goalkeeper in for that. We'll start with the outs first. First, you'll notice at the end of last season, Danjuma, he's gone to Brighton for £45 million. They activated his release clause, I couldn't do anything about it, and off he went. In fact, he actually handed in a request to leave. I just can't believe it. A superb player. I mean, just look at that. £78 million now. Did we actually make a profit on him? That's what I want to know. Yes, double at least anyway. But he had a fantastic couple of seasons with us, so I'm just disappointed he's gone. We also say goodbye to Marino. He's gone to Shabab for just under £12 million. Parisio, he's gone to Sassuolo for 1.6. Pino, again, another player that's had his release clause activated. PSG got in for £69 million. Mandy's gone to Hazan for 900,000. And our goalkeeper, he went to Leeds for £30 million, which means we brought in some players. And we did spend quite a bit. In fact, we spent all our money and more. So if Jurgensen going to Leeds, we pick up Meslier for £34.5 million. £4.5 million for Meslier. I mean, I'm really happy with that. He's a lot better than Jurgensen. And I think he'll do really well for us as well. 25 years old, plenty of experience. And if he does leave, we're going to make a little bit of profit on him as well. We bring in left back Malacia for about £30 million from Roma. He was at United. He went to Roma and now we've picked him up. We wanted another left back. We wanted one last season. We just didn't have the funds. This season we have, and we managed to pick ourselves up a left back now and a goalkeeper. And I think it strengthens our back line once again. With Pino now gone, we bring in £45 million from Sporting, Francisco Trincao. I've used him before in FM23 and he's an absolute superstar, 25 years old. Very good at dribbling, crossing, he's quite quick as well. And again, is a superb replacement for Pino. And from Barcelona for £18 million, we pick up a cam. He's only 22 years old, Pablo Torre. One for the future. We had some funds left and I decided to pick him up. We not necessarily need him at this moment, but we're going to throw him in and see what happens. We got off to a great start. The friendlies were fantastic. And then we played Barcelona, 0-0. Wonderful. Real Madrid, 1-0. Against the top two sides, we didn't concede a goal and we've won and drawn one. Excellent. And then we lose to Real Hispalis, which was a bizarre one. And then Almeria, we smash 5-0. Torre, Trincao, Barbosa, Buena and Sarr all netting goals. It's a great start, I feel. In the Champions League, we've drawn Celtic, Chelsea, Porto, Molde, Arsenal, Roma and also Dinamo and Karabag as well. We're currently lying in 9th position. I think we were in that position last season, but we've got 7 points this time. 3 off the leaders. Barcelona, who have only drawn that one game against ourselves, and Real Madrid are in 2nd, but they have lost a game and that was to us. So I'm really happy about that. Our odds are still the same, 4th position and 25-1. I thought we improved a little bit, but maybe this is the start of it. We have offloaded all the older players now. I think there may be 1 or 2 left. But they're not going to get much game time now, I don't think, with a lot of youngsters that have come in and they're a lot better. So let's put them to the test. Let's simulate our 3rd season and fingers crossed we'll go even better than last couple of seasons. Well, I don't think season 3 could have gone any better. We've managed to finish in 2nd place, and speaking of getting better, we're only 1 point off Barcelona, who finish above us. Disappointingly, we miss out by the 1 point though. 29 wins, which is fantastic. 5 losses though. Did we lose to Barcelona in any one of them? We did. 2-1. Barcelona, they didn't lose to us, but Real Madrid took maximum points off them though. But 91 goals. The 3rd best in the league by far. We only conceded 35, which is absolutely fantastic. We seem to have conceded less and less and less. And I think that might be due down to a new goalkeeper as well. And Barbosa is the Golden Boot winner for the season with 29 goals from Levante's Moore and Sevilla's Mer. Wow, no Real Madrid or Barcelona players in there. Amazing. So looking at the league then, we did go on a very, very good run with just 1 draw in there against Atletico Madrid. We beat Sevilla, Levante. I mean, a very good month in October where we just smashed everybody. Goals are plenty. We did lose to Bilbao. A couple of nice wins in November. December as well. We did beat Real Madrid 2-0 before losing to Barcelona. In fact, I think we beat Real Madrid twice. 1-0 and 2-0. Recovery from March's results. Just the 2 wins in the 5 games there. And then, yeah, a nice little run of 8 games winning run there. Wow. The Spanish Cup, we only get as far as the quarterfinals on Real Madrid taking their revenge on us and beating us after extra time through Canate 92nd minute winner after, leading up to half time. That was just amazing. 3 goals inside 3 minutes there. Wow. The Super Cup, we did get into the final. Real Madrid beat us there as well. In fact, we beat them in the league. They beat us in the domestic cup competitions. A 2-1 loss this time. Jude Bellingham getting the winner after Suarez got the equaliser. The Champions League, we don't fare as well though. Barcelona taken us out in that competition. We drew Celtic, Chelsea. We lost to Porto. We did beat Molde and Arsenal before losing to Roma, Dinamo, but beating Karabakh 6-0. And then the 6-3 loss to Barcelona with a 3-0 loss at home. The eventual winners, Man City, beating Bayern Munich 2-1 in the final. Squad-wise though, Barbosa 38 goals from 50, 43 goal contributions. Pablo Torre 18 and 8, fantastic. Baena 10 and 10, 9 and 3 for Diaz. Not as many goals being scored though, but everybody else getting involved. And nearly 3/4 of the whole team has scored a goal, so that's pretty good. And a goalkeeper, Meslier, 59 and 51. That's not bad with 18 clean sheets. Going into this season, 31, nearly 32 million pounds. I would like to see a little bit more money if we can. Increase the transfer budget, please. See if they'll do that for us. See if they'll increase the wages budget as well. That'd be quite nice. But yeah, 32 million pounds. Did we have any debt? £26 million transfer debt. That's all we have. That's pretty good. So let's go and spend some of this money and see where we can improve once again. So we'll start with the outs first. Denis Suarez goes to Al Fateh for £11.25 million. He's finally gone. Wasn't sure whether to keep him or not, but we have got a couple of exciting new players to play in that role now in the cam position. Also out the door goes Saloth as well. He's been trying to offload him for a couple of seasons now. It's been causing a little bit of a stink, and he goes to Fiorentina for as little as £5 million. And Camisana as well. He's gone to Portland for 4.5. But the first player we're bringing is from Salzburg for £15 million. In fact, he's repaid us at no end because he's worth 79. How we've pulled that off, I've got no idea. But a lot of add-ons involved in there. But we do manage to bring Oscar to the club. To play as cam or midfield actually, but his stats look very nice indeed. He's played a couple of games for us already and got a goal to his name already, so really pleased with that. But what a bargain though. We do pay £27 million for Feyenoord though for Quinton Timber, again another midfielder. Needed more bodies in the midfield, and I felt like the two that we had already, we just needed more backup, and these guys will probably press to start straight off the bat. But for £27 million, quite excessive, I think. However, his stats say otherwise. And finally, from Porto, for £8 million, we're bringing a right-back, 26-year-old Raul Bellanova. Ideally, a backup right-back, to be fair. But I think, again, another player that could press for a first-team place. Very quick, which I'm really happy about. And he can cross the ball as well. So that's the formation we're going to be staying with. So if we pick our best 11, it does include our two new signings, Glauc and Timber. Diaz now on that left hand side, he's solidified his position there. We really wanted a left winger, but we didn't have enough funds left, so that might be one for next season, as well as another striker backup or a striker first team player, we don't know. But other than that, the team as it was before, Timber in midfield and our back four with Bellanova now at right back, looks very solid. And the results have proved it really. Not bad pre-season into Feyenoord and Schalke. We did lose to Atletico Madrid in our first game, which was disappointing, but we did beat Cadiz, Real Hispalis and Valencia. In fact, we smashed Valencia. We've got Real Madrid coming up soon. But the Champions League phase, we've drawn against Copenhagen, Bayern Munich, Arsenal, Olympiacos, Leipzig, Real Madrid, Nice and Sturm Graz. And we've got Barcelona in the semi-final of the Super Cup as well. We are lying in 4th position currently. And we are now 16-1 now to win the league. So our odds have been slashed since our first season. Now they're 16-1. I think they've been slashed by half now, so which is quite good. But we do have Karenka in the Dream 11, which is fantastic. We've broken into that cycle with the Real Madrid and Barcelona players. We are now with the best, sort of. So let's simulate our 4th season and let's see what we can do this time. We drop off from last season, but we do finish in a Champions League spot in 3rd position, only a point behind Barcelona. But But look at Real Madrid. Wow, they've literally surpassed everybody. 100 points this season. Only losing 2 games. Were any of them against us? No. Atletico and Barcelona beat them, but we lost 7 once again. 29 wins though, a lot less draws, but 104 goals for ourselves as well. I mean, Barcelona got 114, Real Madrid 112, ourselves 104. But we did concede an awful lot of goals. Maybe we do something with the defence, maybe bring in another centre-back possibly, who knows. But they're really, really good stats. I'm really pleased yet again. Barbosa though, 32 goals. He lifts the golden boot once again. How can we just turn this guy away? Trincao, however, gets 15 assists as well for the season. So league form, we lost 4 games in the first 3 months and then only lost 3 for the remainder of unbeaten last 4 games, including a 7-0 thrashing of Eibar as well. Right, okay, let's go through some of the results. A 5-1 battering over Valencia was the last one. We did lose to Real Madrid then the following game then. We beat Sevilla 3-0. Any big scorers in there? Not really. We lost to Bilbao and Albacete. And then we're going on unbeaten. Tenerife 5-1 in there. 5-1 Las Palmas. Eibar 5-3. 4-1 Levante. I mean, some really big scores in there. Atletico Madrid we draw. Hispalis we beat. Real Madrid, did we play Barcelona again? We lost 3-0. And we lost Barcelona up here as well, did we not? No, we beat them 3-2 at home. Wow, with goals from Torre, Baena and Barbosa, 94th minute winner. Excellent stuff. I mean, league form wise, we're getting close, but I would like to lose a lot less games though, it must be said. But there is good news on the trophy front. We do lift the Spanish Cup. We beat Atletico Bilbao 2-1 in the final. A lovely ball across here for Torre from Gabby. Who's Gabby? It could be Trincao possibly. We do go into a 2-0 lead though into the 78th minute. And there's a ball across for, who's Alex B? Wow, I don't know half of these. Oh, Baena. That's who it is, our left winger. But, or he could be playing as Cam. But we do falter towards the end, conceding a late consolation goal for them. Oh, wow, that's a good save by Mesler here. And in off the Bilbao player, though. But our first trophy in this rebuild, and I think it's our 3rd overall. We did dominate. I think, no, 47% possession. How can you... No. I don't get it. I really don't get these figures. We conceded a lot of fouls. Corners we had a lot of. Pass completions about the same. Shots we had more. More on target. Better XG. Okay. It's a trophy all the same. But that is a side that played. And Glauc and Timber. Torre in the centre there. Being on the... You know what? It worked, so I'm quite happy with that. Along the way, though, we beat Andorra 4-1, 2-0 against Fel. Real Madrid we beat on penalties after a 4-4 draw. Real San Sebastian beat 4-1 and scraped through after losing the second leg 3-1. So, what, 5-4? The Super Cup we get beat by Barcelona in the semi-final bit. But the Champions League we get as far as the round of 16. And we lose to Man City by the odd goal in both games, losing 4-6 overall. But if we have a look at some of the games, 3-0 against Copenhagen. We do lose to Bayern and Arsenal. We beat Olympiacos 7-0. Leipzig we beat 3-1. Real Madrid we beat 4-1 in the Champions League. Wow. Nice we lose to. Sturm Graz we win. Then we beat Monaco in the playoff round 6-1 over the 2 legs. And then falling short of the round of 16. We're getting closer to a quarter-final possibly. Maybe we might do that next season. But if we have a look at the squad, look at Barbosa. 51 goal contributions in 49 games, including 46 goals. He's 30 now. Do we have a backup for Barbosa? That's what I want to ask myself. Let's just have a quick look. So Barbosa, yeah, we've got Diaz, Trincao and Glauc can all play up front if need be. But it would be nice to have an out-and-out striker if we can. Well, Diaz can play out up front, though, can't he, really? But it would be nice to see if we can get another striker. 19 and 13 for Diaz. Really good return. 18 and 11 for Torre. Trincao, 16 and 22. Is that 38 goal contributions in 52? Glauc as well. 12 and 11. Bellanova, 13 assists to go alongside his 7 goals. 13 assists for Malacia as well. We are just playing so well. All-round performance from all of them. I mean, that is really, really good. I'm so pleased with that as well. And our side is looking relatively young as well. There's only a couple of players now that are over 30 or 30 and above. In fact, there's only one, Pedraza. He's our left back. He only played a few games because Malacia has taken that mantle now. So maybe Do we have another backup? We do have a few players that can play there, so I'm quite happy with that position at the minute though. But that is absolutely phenomenal though. Really, really chuffed with that. And Sa even played some games as well with 5 and 9 return. Brilliant. Everybody's contributing to the side, which is brilliant. So next season, we've been given £35 million to spend, and they've got 138 million in the bank. Debts, £17 million transfer debt. They can pay that off and give us a little bit more as well. So let's go and ask the board to increase once more before we delve into the market. Well, we had a relatively quiet window this summer. Nobody came in for any of our players. We increased some of the contracts, locking down quite a lot of the youngsters as well. And we only brought one player in. We blew our budget on one player. I wanted a left winger from the previous season, and we brought another one in. Diaz is a pretty good one on the left-hand side, but you can also play up front. And we haven't really got anybody back up to Barbosa. 31 years old. He can play at cam, but like I said, we've got him as a left winger, but he's quite versatile. Up front, midfield, wow, anywhere in the attacking line, so he's going to be there. We are going to be locking him in as a left winger. That's where we want him. All his attributes look really good. Physicals and mentals look really nice as well. He's not bad at technicals either. Good dribbling. He can finish as well. Cross also. But good passing skills and technique as well. But yeah, we're mainly going for that left-hand side on the wing. But he's already got 2 in 2 for us. He had a really good season last season. And our scouts picked him up quite easily. Yes, they make about nearly 300% on him. But I don't care. There wasn't really anywhere we wanted to improve, really. Maybe the defence. They all look really good. So I think if this season could be the season where everything goes right for us. But last season, he 4 goals, 10 assists, 7.15. I think here he'll surpass that quite easily. So like I say, we're locking him in for that left-hand side as an inside forward. Wow, what can I say about the results from the friendlies to the start of the season? It's just been absolutely immense. Tenerife, we absolutely smashed 7-1. Barbosa netting a brace. Haraldson getting a brace on his competitive debut. Torre and Timber as well, with Meslier getting an own goal. So in fact, we've scored all 8 goals. Girona, we beat 4-0. Sevilla 2-1 and Bilbao 2-1. We've drawn Braga, PSG, PSV, Zvezda, Benfica, Man City, Napoli and Anderlecht in the Champions League. I'd like to think we can progress, and hopefully we can progress further than the round of 16 this season. The lads have been together for quite a while now, a good few seasons, been playing well together. I think this could be the season where we progress a bit further. Currently we're lying second in the table, just behind Barcelona on goal difference. Our odds have been slashed again. We're now 12-1, equal with Atletico Madrid, so we have technically broken into the top 3. Which is absolutely fantastic. We have dropped out of the Dream 11. We've got no players there now, but players to watch is Haraldson. We've just brought Torre. I think that might be it. No Barbosa, even though Barbosa's been leading goal scorer for the past couple of seasons. So, for the final time, let's go into Season 5. Let's simulate. And fingers crossed, we can come away with more than just a Spanish Cup. Season 5 has just concluded, and it's a shame we do not win the league. Again, this time we're some way off. About 20 points off the eventual winners, Barcelona. But look at their points. I mean, they are just... Well, same with Real Madrid, 100 points, the pair of them. 30-odd wins apiece. We managed to get 27 wins, but we only lose 5 games this season, scoring 106 goals. The only 2 teams scoring more than us are Barcelona and Real Madrid. In fact, both of them just 1 goal more. Barcelona have only conceded 18 goals. I mean, that's just incredible. It's unfortunate we haven't managed to win the league, but we are establishing ourselves as a top 3 team. That's 3rd place for the 2nd season on the bounce. We did get a 2nd place a couple of seasons ago, but definitely a top 4 and definitely a Champions League team. So league form, we lose our first game. That was straight after the 4 straight wins to Barcelona 2-0. Then we go on an unbeaten run with the 6-1 smashing of Real San Sebastian there before losing to Real Madrid. Then we have another unbeaten run. Valencia gets smashed 5-2. 4-1 or 4-2 in December. We'd lose to Girona. Wow, that's a costly game. We lose to Barcelona yet again and Real Madrid. So that's where our problem lay. 5 games we've lost this season, 4 of them against the top 2 teams, fortunately. And look at that towards the end, even though we tried to close the gap, we smashed at Las Palmas 7-0 alongside Valladolid 4-1 beforehand and 3-1 Elche as well. I mean, it's a good attempt. It's not been a bad rebuild. We've managed to score 90 plus goals every season, which is phenomenal. And we've definitely been up there with the best, that's for sure. The question is, did we win any other trophy? Spanish Cup, I have no idea who they are. Baracaldo. Wow, okay, they're in the 3rd tier, are they? 2-1. What happened? I mean, we did have our first teamers in. I mean, that is a shock and a half. We did take the lead as well. The Super Cup, we get to the final yet again. This time losing to Real Madrid after extra time. Again, we took the lead. Diaz on the 76th minute before conceding a 93rd minute equaliser before Bellingham wins it for Real Madrid in extra time. Again, another unfortunate loss there. But we did beat Bilbao in the semi-final 6-0 though. The Champions League, we do get to the round of 16, but we bow out to Newcastle 4-2. That's losing the home leg 3-0 after winning the away leg 2-1. That doesn't make sense at all. That's disappointing. I'm not going to lie. I expected to get a little bit further in that competition. But along the way, we did beat Braga. We lost to PSG. We did beat PSV. Zvezda 6-2. Benfica 4-0. We did lose to Man City. We did beat Napoli and Anderlecht. We did finish 6th. Wow. Inter Milan were top of the table. So who won it in the end? It was Bayern Munich 2-1 against PSG after extra time. Haraldsson got 24 in 49 with 11 assists. Barbosa 24 and 10. So he's way off the mark. So he would need replacing, I feel. Trincao, only 28 now. 21 and 17. 18 and 17 for Sucic. Glauc, 11 and 10. 10 and 11 for Torre. 7 and 14 for Bellanova. 7 and 11 for Malacia. Timber gets 10 assists. See, he wasn't on his game though, was he? Meslier only conceded 62 and 50. So that's not too bad. But he only got 11 clean sheets this time. I mean, the side has performed, but it is disappointing considering we have got a lot of young players as well. So, I mean, they all started to get a little bit older. Definitely a few more years left in them. But again, if we just increase or upgrade the team as they go along, incidentally, money would be £37 million, 143 in the bank. I mean, that's just selfish from the board. So along with this Europa League and the Spanish Cup 3rd Division Group 5, whatever it is, the Spanish Cup goes along with it. We only managed to win 1 trophy this season, which is unfortunate. We have been climbing at the dizzy heights and staying up in the top 4 at least anyway, which is fantastic. So let's have a quick look at the records, see if we've broken any in that tenure here. Most points in the season, 91. Well, we managed to get that at least. Anyway, I think that's when we finished 2nd. Most league wins in a season, 29. That's the same season. Fewest league draws, 2, 26, 27. So we did get an achievement. Well, we did get a record for that. Most goals in a season, the season just gone, 106. Highest gate receipts, £724,000. And with together with the average attendance for this year as well. Most goals by a player in a season, 46 by Barbosa. He also gets the most league goals in a season. I think that's, I want to say the season just gone. It's the 26-27 season, so 2 seasons ago. Average rating, Danjuma, 7.41. I wonder how he's done because he's at Brighton now. We would have had an absolute superstar in our hands with him. So he left there and he didn't perform, has he? Wow, we should have brought him back. Fastest goal was Pedraza against Real Madrid after 15 seconds in 23. 24-25 most assists by a player, Sucic 22. So yeah, we were lacking quite a few, but I think everybody chipped in this season. Most player of the match awards, Gabriel Barbosa with 11. And I don't think much more after that. Most matches won in a row, 10. Matches without losing, 11. Trincao, highest fee paid, £45 million. And most received, £69 million for Pino. Very disappointed he went. I couldn't believe it, really, to be fair. But wow. I mean, Pino, how was he doing? He's 25 years old now. Is that really how much they put a worth on him? 292. I mean, he was fantastic for us. He's not doing... I mean, his ratings are up. I think that is one player you want to try and grab a hold of, I feel. So that's where we're going to leave it. Thank you very much for watching. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Smash that like button and click that notification button. Let me know down in the comments who you would like to see rebuilt next. I really enjoyed this one, to be honest. It was quite a good one. Trying to get in between Real Madrid and Barcelona. We did it once, but we have been up there and we have been battling with the best. So until the next rebuild, thank you very much for watching. Thank you.